Okay, your day jabronians, it is the Verd. Back with you again. Welcome here to week number 2 of Best Never Rest. I again apologise for being really tired. I literally had an entire weekend off to play Owen, and again, the only time we could work it out was at 6:30 in the morning for me before I have to go to work. So, yeah, go figure. But it'll be fine. It'll be a good game. I'm really happy with the team that he's brought because there's no Klefki. Klefki was an annoying mod to prep for, so not seeing it is wonderful. Means that my Volk's looking really nice. I wish I wasn't running HB Ice, but it's all good. Jirachi looks super obnoxious. Togekiss looks really, really good if I can get rid of Zero Aura. Driller just looks really, really strong because Toxic's super free in this matchup. Yeah, everything looks pretty good. Realistically, I can just kind of leave with Jirachi and have a good matchup against everything. So that's probably what I'm going to do. If he leads Zero Aura and knocks off, that's fine. I can just Toxic still because I have Wish Teched. So yeah, we'll just do that. Jirachi seems like the best lead in this matchup. Leads in a Crozma. We can outspeed this easily. He's probably leading Necro to get rocks up, but he doesn't have a ghost type, so Drill can get a free spin later on. So I'd rather just get the Toxic off on this thing straight away. I need to get some water in me, but Toxic's pretty free this turn. If he goes into Umbreon, it's really nice for me, because I can just get straight into Kiss and put pressure on. As soon as I can get up rocks with Hippo. Sorry, I don't have rocks with Hippo, I have rocks on Drill. As soon as I can get up rocks, the better too, because I can spin away mine, and then he is forced to either have default on Serp where he can't get rid of his. So yeah, Toxic's free. I will be clicking Toxic 100%, but I'm just contemplating how this match is going to go down. I'm running Lum on Volt to counter like Toxic spam and shit, I suppose. It was mainly actually for Klefki, trying to go for T-Wave because it's priority against me. But yeah, basic plan I think is going to be just Toxic things early with Jirachi because it's very disruptive, and then try and get rocks up with Drill, get rid of my own, get rid of the other rocks that are on the field, and just kind of go from there. So I'm just going to Toxic here. So we're going to go for his rocks. Yep, as expected. I could just Wish here, but I also feel like it's kind of free just to drop an Iron Head, even if he goes into Umbreon, it doesn't matter. Like, potentially flinching this is kind of funny, so, like, yeah, he goes Aloe, that's fine. Okay. So Aloe might have, well, I mean, you have to have Heal Bell and Umbreon. So this is another thing I could Toxic. He may go for Knock, which would be annoying, but that's fine. I'm just going to Toxic this too. Yeah, if he has Heal Bell and Umbreon, that'd be a little bit meh, but him wasting a turn trying to go on Umbreon and Heal Bell is a turn where I can go into Kiss and Nasty Plot up and put pressure on his team. Force in Zero Aura, which allows me to go into Drill, which allows me to spin, which is really nice. So from that exchange of plays, it's really nice, I think. I get a crit on the Aloe, so how much is Jirachi expected to do to an Alamomola? Let's see, 7.4, 8.7 if it's that investment, but obviously we did get a crit on the Iron Head to do 11 to 13. Which is exactly what it did, so it probably is like a Fizz Death variant. I'm just going to Toxic, because I don't lose anything from it. He just wants Liquidation, does literally nothing, does get Defense Drop. A little bit annoying, but that's also nothing I can't handle. What I want to do here, I can go into Kiss, which is really nice, because I have the Roost. Put pressure on that way, it also covers a switch into Umbreon, potentially. Can't really go on a Drill if he's dropping Liquidations. it's either going into Latias and putting pressure on him there, because the thing is, like, I can't really go into Latias yet because that's just a free switch into Umbreon. I don't really want him to do that, so I'm going to go into Kiss. Because Kiss can take a liquidation if it needs to, and he's just going to fire off a Wish anyway, so that's good. I expect him to just want to go into Zeraora, to be perfectly honest with you. I kind of want a nasty plot here, because if he stays in or tries to go after something else, I can put a lot of pressure on them. Yeah, I'll just plot, because like, he's going to Toxic, which is fine because I have Heal Bell. And now I'm +2, so that puts a lot of pressure on his team. Legitimate access to Heal Bell too, so if he goes in as Zeraora now, I don't really care. Obviously Liquidation, Wish and Toxic, he may try and Protect here. I think it's in my best interest to Heal Bell this turn on a potential Protect play. I mean, even if he goes in Zeraora, it's amazing chip. If he goes into Umbreon, I can just go for Heal Bell. So I think Air Slash is actually just the play. Because if he lets Aloe get Air Slash, it's huge. I mean, Aloe, as it stands, I don't know what kind of set it is, but Air Slash is relatively free here. Even if Zeraora comes in, I can chip it really nicely, which is good. You know, potentially open the door for me to just go hard into Drill against Zeraora. See, I'm just going to Air Slash because Zeraora is the only resist, everything else is taking a chunk. The Toxic damage would be a little bit annoying, but I can Heal Bell against Alamamola and Umbreon, which is really nice, and against Umbreon I can heal up against it, so I have avenues around it. The rocks being up is super annoying, but if Zeraora comes in after an Air Slash, I just go hard into Drill because he has to Plasma Fist to assess the threat, and then Drill can get off the free spin because I live the close combat, so yeah. Or I could even go Hippo and then Drill, potentially. I'm just going to Air Slash here, he does go into Zeraora. We do connect and we get off a good chunk, that's great. That's really good. Okay, so we get off that chunk. I have a couple of players in mind. Obviously, Excadrill is the main one that I'm thinking about. Its matchup against Zeraora is pretty good. As you can see, CC, because I have the Truffle, does nothing. So yeah, I kind of want to do that. My fear, obviously, is if he goes for a knockoff. But even if he does, then I'll just double back into Hippo. So yeah, I think Drill's the play. I'm going to go hard Drill on the potential Plasma Fist. The reason I don't want to go hard Hippo is if Drill gets knocked off, it's not that big of a deal. I don't want Hippo to get knocked off straight away because I don't want... I'm struggling here, I'm so tired. I don't want my Hippo to take any unnecessary damage due to it, you know, having the Rocky Helmet for the low pony. But at the same time, most of my team can deal with Lop pretty nicely, so is it better to go into Hippo here is the question. Potentially, because even if he knocks, I get Sand Up and I get Rocky Helmet chip, and that just weakens their order, but where I can't switch in on Tokus again. So I have to start sacking Mons. So I'm going to go hard into my Hippo against this Zeraora. As he does just try to Plasma Fist, which obviously is not going to do anything to me, so that's great. I could fire off another Toxic, but there's no real need. And all he really has there is Aloe. I mean, I could fire it off if I'm expecting Serp to come in. Potentially. So now what I want to do is go hard Drill, expecting him to either go for Grass Knot or to switch out to something else, and this gives me a good chance to potentially spin in the matchup. As far as I remember, Zeraora isn't a Z-move user on his team. Let me double check. Let's see. Mine's Latias. Zeraora is a Z-move user, so there's a chance to try to maybe Z me. Regardless, Drill's my play. If he goes in Umbreon, that's good. That's good. I'm cool with this. My priority here is spin, because Volcarona can Quiver Dance and win this game. His priority may be to foul play, but my priority 110% is spin. Because if his Umbreon doesn't have Heal Bell, it's really good for me. If he's like Wish, Protect, Toxic, foul play, then that's great. He does just foul play, it's obviously going to do a chunk, obviously, but like, this puts me in a really good spot. Because his Zeraora is nice and weakened now, and what I can do is just go hard into my Kiss and Heal Bell up. Yeah, Kiss is the play. Now that rocks are gone, I'm in a really solid spot. Like, Drill getting weakened kind of sucks, but it's also fine. He has Heal Bell too, that's cool. Just contemplating if he's going to go with his Zera Aura or not. I'm just going to Heal Bell regardless, because he may just try and click Wish this turn. If he does click Wish this turn, it's kind of annoying for me, because there's a good chance he'll just go hard into Zera Aura. So I kind of want to go hard into, like, say, Volcarona, because if he wishes, then I can put more pressure on that way. Because then he can't just go safely into Zera Aura, potentially, because then Volk can pretty much just knock it out, can't it? Can my Volcarona set just straight up and knock out a Zera Aura with Fiery Dance? Yeah, it should knock it out from here if he's no bulk. So that's my play, I think, is I'm going to go hard Volcarona, because I can Heal Bell up with Turkis later. My fear right now on this turn, guys, is him going for Wish with his Umbreon, and then potentially passing out into his Zera Aura. That's what I'm feeling is going to be the biggest problem for me in this matchup. I can Heal Bell against the Alabamola and against the Umbreon later in the game, but I would rather do that once I know that his Zera Aura is dealt with. And in order for that to happen, I have to go hard Volcarona here. Because when it comes to his checks to Kiss 2, he could go hard into Zera Aura, which obviously my Volcarona can kind of be fine with. Oh, my internet went down. That's fun. That's always what you want, is your internet to go down, but that's fine. I do have a hotspot for these occasions, so classic Aussie internet strikes again, I guess. That's annoying. But yeah, so, I'll just reconnect here quickly, as if nothing's really gone wrong. Classic Aussie internet. Okay, we just go hard into Volcarona, because he's probably going to go for Wish. Yep, as expected. And I don't really lose anything on this turn, I think, from just Fiery Dancing. It prevents Zera Aura from coming in freely. He would have to be running a fair bit of bulk to get out of range of dying to this Fiery Dance right now, or he'd have to be AV. There is a temptation to Quiver. If a Zera Aura did come in, there is a temptation to Quiver. Because he'd get back up to full, but then Fiery Dance, even to like an Assault Vest variant, I think, would just 2-hit KO. Yeah, it would. That's tempting. I'm going to Quiver here because I think he also has a chance of just going out to Alamola. And I do have the Lum for Aloe. And I mean, he has Liquidation anyway, but I'm pretty sure I can 2-hit KO Alamola. I can just absolutely murder Alamola. So I'm going to Quiver Dance again. He actually goes Necrozma. Interesting. Do I think Necrozma has Rock Slide? Is the current question on my mind. He might. I mean, Fiery Dance from here does a lot to Necrozma. He could also be fearing a potential Z move, I guess. All we saw was Necrozma get up rocks, so I don't know if he's Scarfed or not. I don't think he would be, but Power Gem from here, I don't believe knocks me out because I am +1 for death, so he'd have to be Rock Slide in order to kill me. He would have to be Rock Slide in order to knock out my Volcarona. Is it a big deal if Volk dies on this turn? Is what I'm contemplating. Because obviously Volk is just a win con in this matchup, potentially getting up Quivers against a lot of things and just winning. So if I feel... Yeah, I mean, I could just go back into Jirachi, I think, and play it safe. I think Jirachi's the play. I want to play it safe. Yeah, he has Rock Slide, that's fine. Cool. Jirachi tanks. And we're free to start the merry-go-round again, I think, because he doesn't really have to switch into Toxic. He's probably going to go for Rocks, though, which is annoying. Was this a bad play? I could have gone into something else to pressure him. No, I think Toxic's still the play, because I think he's going to go for Rocks, I'll go for Toxic, and Toxic for me is still the best situation here. Unless I want to try and flinch him down, which I don't really want to. I think just Toxicing is the play. If he goes in Aloe, Toxic is still the play, and I can start doing Iron Head flinches, same as Umbreon comes in. I can start really doing some annoying shit with Rachi, which is what I'm thinking of doing. Togekiss being weakened sucks. Yeah, so, same with Drill. They're both super unfortunate. My biggest thing is if I can get rid of this Umbreon somehow, then I'm in a really good spot. I knew he was going to try and Wish. Damn, not having Bug Buzz sucks here too, because trying to remember if Necrozma has. I don't think we've ever seen Necrozma's had an item or not. Let me double check. Goes to Stealth Rock. Goes into, well, he went into Necrozma, but like it was, yeah, nothing really happened. I haven't seen its item yet. I'm gonna Toxic though, because he's gonna go into Aloe, and that's great. That's good for me. This is actually really good for me because I can go hard into my Togekiss and get off my Heal Bell, which is exactly what I want to do. It's annoying because he's probably going to Wish and then try and pass into his Zeraora, but I can always just go hard into Powder. I don't want Zeraora getting free healing, that's the part that annoys me. So what I can actually do here is go for a Wish of my own, and then potentially go out to my Drill, or force him to contemplate like what I could go out to, because if I could drop a Toxic on Zeraora too, that's really nice. Is it though? I think my better play here is just going Hard Kiss, because I can just Heal Bell, and that's something I need to do, because he's going to Wish, which is understandable, and I'm just going to Heal Bell. I'm just going to Heal Bell, because I need to, in this situation. If he goes into Zeraora, I still have Hippo, I still have Drill, I have ways around it, I'm going to Heal Bell. Yeah, I had to, because in this situation, like long term, this is by far the better play. Now the question is if Zeraora tries to predict me to want to go into Hippo this turn, and tries to like Grass Knot or whatever, or tries to go for that move, so it could go into Jirachi. Potentially, I kind of want to go into Drill now because like realistically I need my Rocks up. And I need to start pressuring his Umbreon. Yeah, if I can get Rocks up, then I can pretty much knock out Necro potentially, so I'm gonna go hard Hippo still. I still think it's my play against Zeraora. I know it's predictable, but that's fine. He takes Rocky Helmet, Chip, that's good. That's good. Takes a bit of Chip, and again I just feel like my play is going hard Drill here, because I can Wish pass it back up later on. I don't see him having any reason to do anything other than if he has Grass Knot, he should click it. So Knockoff did 18.6 to Hippo. Let's look at that damage output for a second. Hippo versus gut type Zeraora. Knockoff to, let's just give you an item for whatever's sake. Did how much? 18.6. So 18.6 immediately indicates to me that he has to be an adamant variant or just an attack boosting variant of Zeraora. He still has the avenue to be Grass Knot, but if he is an attack boosting variant, like, I don't think he's running max special attack to benefit the Grass Knot, and if that's the case, I don't know if Grass Knot can actually kill me. I don't think it can. What's a minus to Zeraora? Naughty, but he'd have to be like max special attack, max attack, and that's not a set I think Owen's going to be running. But I also don't think he's going to stay in. I kind of want to go into Drill for a couple of reasons. The fear that I have right now is he's probably going to try and go into Umbreon. That's fully what I expect here. I expect Umbreon or maybe even like Alamomola, which is why I really want to go into Volk. Because Volk can pressure Aloe by Toxic, and then I can just Giga Drain, and that's great. I'm going to go hard Volk as he goes into Serp, so that works out nicely for me. Volk obviously is able to put pressure onto Superior. We don't see an item reveal. So I'm kind of forced to go hard into Jirachi here because I have to believe he's HP Rock Serp. It makes the most sense out of anything. I'm not too sure. Because obviously I could just Fire Dance here and be in a really, really good spot, but he knows that I'm Quiver. So yeah, I don't really know what's going to happen here actually. I feel like I'm in a backs against the wall position. Like I'm kind of wearing his team down. I'm understanding his sets. Like the most annoying part is obviously Zera Aura is getting healed up for free because of his wish passes, and what I need to do is just capitalize on them. So I think next time around I'm just going to keep Jirachi in against Aloe and maybe just try and Iron Head flinch it down. But what I'm going to do is go hard Jirachi here because I think he has HP Rock. As he does, so that's great. I mean, do I just wish? I know he's gonna go on Aloe, right? I just Iron Head, don't I? Because that just does damage to everything. If he goes in Aloe, it's whatever. I think I just Iron Head. I really want to get into Drill and get rocks up. I could obviously wish. Like, the play I actually really want to make is wishing here with Jirachi as he goes in Aloe, and then going into Drill. Because I think my Excadrill can take a liquidation from Alamamola. I do have a lot of bulk. Let's have a look. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, that's a lot of damage. I have so much bulk though. How is that doing so much? That's annoying. I could also just Wish Pass into Kiss, I guess. So there's that. He's gonna knock, apparently. That was the play. Okay, I'm gonna Wish up. And now what I want to do is go hard Drill, I think, because I don't see a reason for him to stay in with Serp. I think he will go into Aloe, and if I can go to Drill and keep it healthy, that's so good in this matchup. I don't see a reason for him to weaken his Serp any further. So I think I go hard Drill. He may expect me to want to go hard into Togekiss, so he may go into Zera Aura. And when Drill's healed up, maybe I can take the close combat and knock out Zera Aura. Some Chople. I don't really see him keeping Serp in unless he wants to like glare. And if Drill's glared, it's whatever. But I don't see him staying in and wanting to Leaf Storm here at all. Even if he does, can I even knock out my Drill? Just want to check. From here, Leaf Storm does 46.5 max, and I'm at 44.9, so it could. But I'm going to go into Drill regardless, as he does go in Aloe, as expected. Sweet, so Drill's nice and healthy again. That's really, really nice. And going into Drill here is a bit of a 50-50, but what I'm going to do, I think, is just go hard into Kiss, because if he now goes for Wish, but then I might just be able to roost up with Togekiss. Or if he does go for Wish, I can just go hard into Jirachi, and if he goes back out to Zera Aura, it's also kind of okay. I really want to Roxy. I feel like he doesn't have a reason to Liquidation. I feel like he doesn't have a reason to Liquidation. I feel like he's just going to Wish. I really just... Well, I mean, I don't really lose anything from getting up rocks here. I can pass out a Wish into Drill later on if I need to. And if I get these rocks up, they'll stay up for the entire match, so I'm going to get them up. As he does Liquidation, that won't kill, because Drill's fat. That's really good for me. Those rocks are so good. He's forced in a situation where he has to Wish now. I think he has to Wish. So I'm looking at like my team and trying to think of like the best mon that could put me in the best position against him if he is choosing to go for Wish this turn. Part of me just wants to EQ, because even if he knocks out Drill at this point, then I can put in Volcarona and put on a shit ton of pressure now, because rocks are up, so Necrozma becomes not as good of a check straight away, because I can Giga Drain straight away if I need to. So I'm tempted to be aggressive here and just EQ, honestly. Like, Umbreon not being toxic sucks though, and Drill can guarantee a toxic on that, but then again, so can Jirachi. Drill is also a nice contingency plan against Zero Aura, so I feel like I shouldn't waste that. I'm going to go into Kiss. He does just Wish, that's fine. This is all good. I think what I'm going to do is still just go for my Nasty Plot, because it basically forces his Zero Aura to have to attack me at this point. And I still get my Lefty's recovery, so it's all good. I could obviously go hard Hippo, but I just want to plot here as he does go Necro. Perfect. Okay, that's great. That's such a good position for me to be in now, because in this situation, I do outspeed Necrozma, and I can just fire off Air Slashes for free. Zero Aura isn't coming in as safely now because there are rocks to traverse, and I think after rocks and the Air Slash damage, he may potentially be in range of regular Air Slash in the future. So this is really good for me. I can just fire off an Air Slash. So Kiss is in a super good position now. Okay, I played that really well. I'm really proud of myself. This is 7 AM plays again with Verd. I don't know how I'm doing this, but Slash here is so good because it weakens Necrozma to the point where it can't counter Volk, and that's exactly what I need. So Air Slash is free, because he's not going to go Umbreon, I don't think. Can't go Lop at this stage, can't go Cert. He can go Zero Aura, but how much did +2 do last time to Zero Aura? Let's see. 37. So did 37% last time. He's going to take 12% from Rocks 2. So that's 49 of his 78, which takes him down to 29%. So that's basically exactly the range that I need for when he comes in on Rocks next time and takes an Air Slash. So Zero Aura cannot switch in on my Togekiss. He's going to try though, but this is going to do it good. That's huge. That's really huge, because like I said, that would have done about 34%. Brought him down to 32 or so. Oh, it was such... I played that perfectly and I don't get rewarded, is the part that annoys me, but I have to go hard Hippo here because he has to respect... the fact that, why? You had to respect the fact that Kiss could stay in. I don't understand that play at all, but... He gets the prediction right, it is what it is. I'm pretty much on tilt now because I literally was in control of the game, and now I'm out of control of the game, and it's really frustrating. I don't really have a switch into Necrozma, into Zero Aura. That's really frustrating. And I'm losing switch-ins a lot, but I don't care at this point. Like, that turn really sucked, because like Zero Aura was fucked at that point, especially with Sand Chip that I would have got from Hippo coming in straight afterwards. Man, it would have been dead to another switch-in, and he had no way to get it in freely, because every time he went into one of his wishes, I could just go into Togekiss and threaten with Air Slash. So there was never a time it was coming in for free. I'm going to click Slack off this turn, on the off chance he overpredicts. But he doesn't. Like, why would you overpredict? Okay, well, Drill's in now. I do outspeed his Zero Aura. If he goes in Umbreon, I Toxic it. I think my way of winning is I spam Toxic against Umbreon and then go into Volcarona and start setting up, or I go back into Kiss and just Nasty Plot, like, potentially. Regardless, I EQ here because Alan Waller might come in, I guess. EQ's my play. I'm just so mad, guys. I've been saying it in the team builder too. Once Zero Aura basically went down, this Togekiss set just wins. He doesn't really have a good check for it. Like, it 1v1's Umbreon because of Heal Bell. Same goes for Alamomola. Like, it's just very frustrating when these things happen. I do get a nice bit of chip on the alloy here, which I guess is nice. The annoying thing though is that he's going to try and wish soon. And he's going to try and pass that wish out to his Zera Aura, and I just can't allow that to happen now, so I have to put pressure on this. And the only way I can put pressure on this is basically now what I have to do is effectively sack my drill off, which sucks, but I'm going to have to do it. So I'm going to EQ again. Get off a good amount of chip. He is going to liquidation and kill me. And that keeps alloy nice and low, and what that opens the door for is a couple of things. Well, I mean, what it opens the door for, I think, is just Kiss to come in, because nothing else wants to deal with Kiss. Zera Aura could still effectively come in against Kiss, but yeah. This is a very frustrating game. If Umbreon gets removed, then Latias can just win by itself. I think I have to go into Kiss because he's forced to swap out Allo and he has to go into Zera Aura. And Zera Aura takes rocks plus an Air Slash, which puts him pretty low. And then he probably just clicks Knock. He just clicks Fists. I don't really know to switch in. After that, I think I just go Kiss here. I have to. Kiss comes in, and I can either kill the Allo with Air Slash now, or I just catch Zera Aura for damage, and that's the best thing I can do, is just catch Zera Aura for damage to prevent it from coming in again. I know my ways of winning, it's just getting to that point that's going to be the hard part, so I'm just going to Air Slash here. His smart play, I think, is just going hard Zera Aura, potentially. You could also go Necro or Umbreon to preserve his Allo. If he goes into either of those, I can still just do stuff, I guess. Looking at my win cons, I mean, the biggest win con is still Volcarona, for the fact that it can just kind of set up and do shit. And his check looks like a fucking Necrozma. I'm gonna Air Slash here. That Air Slash miss on Zera Aura changed the entire complexion of this game, because had that connected, it would have put me in such a good position with Togekiss. Like I said, he would never be in a position where he could heal his Zera Aura again, because I still would have done the same Hippo plays and Hippo would have died and that would have been fine. But then Zera Aura would have always been in Air Slash range, meaning that it could never come in to save one of these guys. It would basically be you have to sack something to get Zera Aura in for free after that, but then Zera Aura is taking the rocks damage, which basically kills it the turn after. Oh, this is so annoying. I'm gonna Air Slash, because I don't know. This is such a good game too. This was a really good game, and I felt like I'd actually finally got control back, and then that happens. That +2 slash might cost me the game, but you know what? We're going to try. If there's one thing... okay, he goes Umbreon, that's cool. He's probably going to try and wish to get back into his Zera Aura. I think I have to go hard into Volcarona here because I have the Lumberry, and then I can counter Zera Aura coming in. He may then just go into Crossmo, but that's fine. Yep, cool. Alright. Let's get this bread. Volcarona's inside. Okay, so assessing Zera Aura, because we know right now what we do know about Zera Aura right now is that it's adamant. not only is it adamant, but there is the potential for it to... Or, no, it's not adamant, it's naughty. It's not life orb. What I need to check is how much naughty nature Grass Knot was meant to have done to have powered on to make me see if maybe he's E-Belt. And that gives me like the slightest sliver of hope that maybe he's not running Rock Slide. So Grass Knot, with like no investment, that was looking like the expected damage. So I guess in that sense that's good. And then Volcarona. Plasma Fist doesn't kill from here, and I can knock him out with Fiery Dance, so he'd have to have Rock Slide in order to knock me out. So I think I just Fiery Dance here and hope that I can maybe get the kill. If he has Rock Slide, then well played. I think Zera Aura gets Rock Slide. Let me double check. Zera Aura. It gets Hidden Power Rock and that's it. Okay. Would Owen run Hidden Power Rock? Probably not. Would Owen run a Z move? Probably. Would a Z move kill me? Probably. Z Plasma Fist 100% knocks me out. I don't know if that's what he's going to be running, but I'm going to have to Fiery Dance here because it's in my best interest. He doesn't have Rock Slide to knock me out with HP Rock because he doesn't have special attack investment, won't kill me, so he'd have to run a Z move in order to kill Volcarona here. Part of that makes me want to go into Jirachi if I need to be safe. But Jirachi... How useful is Jirachi? So there is still a Serp on the field. I think I have to Fiery Dance. If he has the Z move, then, you know, well played to Owen. But I have to Fiery Dance here. Plasma Fist does not knock me out, and I can knock him out with Fiery Dance, and that's huge. Okay. Okay. He goes into luck. Right. I preserve this because I can Giga Drain if I need to. Right. Does outspeed things, so there is that. I'm gonna just go hard Jirachi. Because I have Kiss, I can always pressure this lot. Right? Yeah. I just go hard Jirachi because I'm pretty sure he's just gonna fake out or something to knock me out. Return, that's fine. Does a decent chunk. He's only seen Toxic Ironhead Wish, so I don't know if he's going to expect the Protect. But I'm going to fire it off. Because it's in my best interest to click it to weaken this Lopunny as much as possible, because there is still a chance now that I can... Well, I mean, the big thing that I have a chance of winning with is Kiss, but I'm going to Protect with Rachi here. Because he knows from return damage the only move he can kill me with here is most likely High Jump Kick, if that. So what I can also do potentially is just Toxic, right? I could also just Toxic. I don't know if that's worth it this turn though. I kind of want to go Protect, Toxic, Protect. That's my series of plays. If he doubles out into Umbreon, I literally am probably just gonna spam Iron Head or Toxic or whatever, because realistically if Umbreon's in and it allows my Kiss to come in for free, then that's just so good. I think Kiss can actually just potentially bring this back, but judging on Lopunny's return damage, I have to assume that's Adamant Lop. I just have to, because Jirachi is so bulky in this matchup. That has to be Adamant. Was that a max roll too he just got? It was. He got the absolute max roll he could have got with return. So he's Adamant, which means High Jump Kick is the only way he has to kill me, which means I Protect. He goes for return again. Okay, cool. That's fine. I'm going to go for Toxic, I think, because realistically, if he has High Jump Kick now, fair play. I can always just go into Latios afterwards and pressure, because Latios can allow Togekiss in, and then if Kiss comes in, I'm in a really good spot, because Lop is the only thing that can really pressure Kiss, and Kiss can just knock it out straight away. So I'm just going to Toxic here. He has HJK. Well played. Well played. I can respect that, but Latios will come in now to put pressure on. I'm just going to Mega Evolve and Psychic it up, because if he goes in Umbreon, like I said, I'm probably just going to go into... probably just into Togekiss. But yeah, I'm just going to go straight Latios and Psychic it up, because he goes Necro. That's fine. Like I said, we just Psychic it up. He hasn't revealed an item. I'm trying to remember, did he... Wait, that's the wrong one. Is Necrozma Z as well? Oh my god. No, it's Salmon, that's okay. Necrozma hasn't revealed an item yet, so I'm kind of curious as to what the hell this thing's going to do. I expect him to go for rocks this turn, actually, so I'm going to go hard Volcarona. It kind of covers a lot of plays, but I'm going to go hard Volcarona, expecting him to go for rocks. Yeah. And then I have to Fiery Dance, and then Kiss comes in and starts just clicking Air Slash. Yeah. I Fiery Dance with Volcarona into Kiss, just spamming Air Slash. And hope for the best, pretty much. Yeah. There's only two ways I can win. One way is Umbreon somehow gets knocked out, and then Latias is, you know, potential. And the other one is Kiss. Well, Kiss is the main way I'm going to win this battle, I think. I had to sack so many things to get to this point, though, which sucks. Fiery Dance is the play. I don't really know what else he does. I think he just stays in here with Necrozma, but I'm just going to Fiery Dance to get some chip off. I guess he's fearing the Z move, so there is a chance he could go into Aloe. Which would be kind of interesting, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'd probably just try and Giga to get health back, but Lop's then just going to come in and knock me out. But there is a chance that it gets burned, so I guess there's that. So I'm just going to dance. He gets a good amount of chip. Maybe he'll miss Rock Slide. He geysers. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, we still haven't seen an item on the Necrozma. I'm assuming it's some kind of berry. But at this point, I think it is Kiss time. It's basically just flinch or bust. At this point with Togekiss, I don't really have any other plays that I can make at this point. The deck's kind of stacked against me. Because I had to expend my Volcarona's health in order to deal with Zeraora. If I didn't have to do that, then I probably could have played a little bit differently. Even against like the Lopunny and stuff, I had to kind of sacrifice Drill and Hippo when I didn't really need to because of that frickin' Zeraora. God damn it. Alright, I can't risk Nasty Plotting because there's a chance that he just Rock Slides. Wait, can I risk? Because I can, because I can heal. Is it worth the risk? I feel like I don't need to Nasty Plot here. I can Nasty Plot against other things on his team. I'm just double checking too. Air Slash, Lop is not in range. I think, wait no, Lop's taken, yeah, Lop is kind of in range, it's almost there. But what I'm looking at is a Necrozma. Which is physical. I don't know how much investment it actually has. It's really hard to tell right now how much investment it has, but it has Rock Slide and Geyser. I'm going to assume max physical attack, I suppose, because sure. Max physical attack Necrozma, Geyser does half. Air Slash has a chance to kill side Air Slash. Flinch. Nice. Okay, cool. Everything goes to plan. Sweet. It won't be, well, it's not 6-0 already, but I basically want to put my Kiss in the best position possible to take on Lop. That's going to be the thing that this game's probably going to come down to, is Kiss versus Lop. Because, realistically, I'm going to need my Togekiss to take a return. Above anything else. It's going to have to take the Adamant return, which it can like a champion. I just wish there was a situation now where I could get to a healthier state, but there isn't. I have to just Air Slash again, knock him out. And now we're in an interesting pickle. It comes down to if he wants to go into Lopunny or not. He does, okay. This is where it gets interesting because Adamant return, the amount of healing I can do is just so strong. He gets away with being Adamant, and it just comes down to how much bulk investment he has. There is a chance Air Slash can kill him here. I'm just really annoyed that I couldn't get off a Nasty Plot against Necrozma. Or that I allowed Necrozma to get rocks. Just so many things that didn't have to happen in this game have happened, and it's just really frustrating. I can't switch into Latios because it will die to 2 returns. I think it's checkmate. The only way I can win this game is if I live this return from Lopunny, and then I subsequently like crit him or high roll him with Air Slash. That is, I think, the only chance that I have, because then I can take a hit from Superior and get off a Roost, and I can basically 1v1 the rest of his team. So pretty much what it's going to come down to, guys, judging on this calc, is me getting a high roll or a crit on his low punny, him running no bulk, or running like Fizz Def or something on Lop. So yeah, we got to pray. We got to pray that he doesn't, I mean, even if he crits me, it won't kill me, but I need to stay at good health to be able to live a hit from Superior, so we need a normal roll from Lop and a max roll / crit from us to have any chance now of winning this game. So here we go, guys. Are we ready? Let's do it. He fakes out. That's annoying. Doesn't really change anything because I can still live a return from here, but what it does mean is that Superior can now revenge me, so we still just lose. I didn't have another play. I could maybe I could have gone hard Latias with Latias, but not take the hits. Because if that's the case, then I'm going to be mad, because if I could have done that, then maybe Tokus had a chance. Let's see. Latias could have taken... Could it have? No. Latias could not have taken Fake Out into return after rocks from Adamant Lop. It was not happening. So, Kiss can live this and knock out Lop, hopefully. Well, it's going to be a roll, like I said, to knock it out, but we're going to try. Please. No. Fuck. That's such an annoying loss. That's such an annoying loss, because... I understand, like... That's my alarm for 7:30 to tell me to get ready for work. I just say such again, because he'll just... Yeah. I'm upset at myself, really. I guess, more than anything else, I'm upset at myself, because... I let this happen. Yeah, the miss was huge. Like, he's saying it in the chat, but the miss was absolutely huge because it changed how I played massively. With that hit, like I said, Kiss was in a position where I could constantly knock out Zero Aura. It would have meant that I could have kept my Hippo healthy, because if I was going to sack anything to Zero Aura in that situation, it was probably going to be Drill. Because Drill didn't need a Toxic at that point. I think Drill had rocks up. So yeah, Drill was an easy sack during that game because Zero Aura was weakened. It had no other purpose in the game. So they could have kept Hippo healthy to deal with this low punny. Like, as you can see with Sandchip, would have been knocked out. And then, okay, thank you, fine. And then keeping Volcarona healthy would have been huge too. Knowing Owen, he's probably just going to go hard into his Umbreon to try and preserve differential, which is a smart play. I'm just going to Ice Beam. Oh, he doesn't want to preserve differential. Okay, well, I get a kill. Cool. Does he go into Serp and reveal Dragon Pulse? I expect him to go on Umbreon and just finish the game there because it's an Umbreon. He goes into Serp, which immediately tells me he's probably running Dragon Pulse. I guess I just Ice Beam regardless and just hope for the best. And there's Dragon Pulse, so yay, we lose week 2. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to make it a thing. I'm going to make it very clear to my future opponents that I don't want to play this early anymore. Especially when I've given them an entire weekend where I am free. I don't want to have to be playing when I have to get up for work. I'm not using that as an excuse because obviously a similar situation happened against II and I won. But yeah, the miss really frustrated me there. It completely changed how I played. And yeah, it did pretty much cost me the game. Like, I'm not going to try and beat around the bush. Like, he did play really well. It was really hard to break his cores and whatnot, but Kiss was doing it. Kiss literally broke his core. And if I got off that air slash on Zero Aura, there was no way after rocks that he could wish it back up with anything on his team. So that was the part that kind of frustrated me the most. He did play really well though with some certain things. I'm also kind of mad if I brought Fire in Volcarona, then I would have been in I'd probably potentially just won earlier in the game against that Necrozma. I think that Fire MZ just basically knocked it out and I just cleaned from there. I was too afraid of Klefki when I shouldn't have been. I should have just, stuck with my guns, gone with the Fire MZ Volcarona, knocked out Necrozma, and then from there he either had to go into Lop and spam Fake Out stuff, but then things would just start dropping. So I'm my own worst enemy at that point, guys. I also effectively could have just Fiery Danced on that Necrozma on that turn, and that would have put me, in a much better position. That was a 50-minute game that I'm never going to get back. Oh well, you know what? Credit to Owen. He played well. The hack sucked, but it's a part of the game. Like I said, I tried to bring it back, but unfortunately, couldn't get things to go the way we wanted it to. I had to let a lot of things get weakened in order to deal with things. In hindsight, I probably should have also maybe used Latias to deal with Zero Aura in the late game and kept Volcarona healthy, because Volcarona had a chance to just win. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. I'm sorry I couldn't get the W, but we'll come back stronger. Next week I have no idea who we're playing, but I will tell you one thing: whenever we do play, it will be at a time when I am, feeling 100%. Because as much as I was able to beat II at 7 AM or wherever it was just still not a fun feeling. I don't want to have to get up this early before I start work for Mons. So yeah, it is what it is. I can't be that mad. I think I played this matchup really, really well, and had it not been for that really frustrating turn with Zero Aura, I think I could have really put myself in a position to win the entire thing. But we'll just have to bounce back next week, I guess. I'm the Bird. I'm out this bitch.